Yo guys, Low File here, producer Ramen Aficionado. Today we got a special one for you. I'm gonna go over how I made Paradise by BTS. Okay, this beat started on a flight. I was flying to the UK to go work on a couple projects, and I think it was around this time because Ariana Grande's Christmas album had just come out, and I was obsessed with this song on there called True Love. It had such a good chord progression, and I loved the little twinkly chord sounds, and I was really inspired, so I wanted to try something like it. But as you know, on a plane, there's no way to set up like a keyboard, even a small one. So what I did is I used this app called Suggester that I used to love a lot. You could actually make chord progressions from your phone and then export the MIDI. So I did that, put it on my computer, and started making this beat. Fast forward to when I landed in the UK, I had a session with this artist and writer, MNEK. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's written countless hits. I played him this beat that I was really proud of, and he said, "Hey man, it's cool, but I think you should speed it up." So we sped it up like a lot, and he proceeds to write this crazy top line over it. Kind of put it away, didn't really think much of it. And about a year later, I get this email being like, "Hey, do you know who BTS is?" And I was like, "I think so. They really like this song. They want it." I'm like, "All right, run it, sick." And little did I know how big this band was, because I had heard of them, but I had no idea the magnitude of what BTS was, what their fan base was. And I learned real quick. I mean, the first thing I tweeted about doing this song just absolutely blew up. And I remember thinking when I made this song, man, it'd be cool to work with an artist as big as Ariana Grande one day. And now this song has more plays than the song that inspired it. So super proud of this song, extremely grateful for the opportunity. Thank you so much to the BTS guys and their fan base. You make me feel super loved and awesome. All right, enough talking. Let's get into how I made it. Okay, so like I said, this beat was actually a lot slower when I made it. More close to the tempo of True Love. It sounded like this. MNEK was like, let's turn it up. So we sped it up and put it up a half step. Way more energy. I kind of like the slow one still too, just a little bit. But anyways, I digress. The first thing I started with was this pluck patch I made in Serum. And what really gives it this unique character is the noise here. That's why I gave it the name Dusty. Pretty simple patch. Layered that with the same chords, but sustained on this piano, which I believe is the Maverick again. I used to love this thing. And then I got Keyscape. Once I had that going, I added this drum pattern. I kind of wanted to put like a couple weird, I don't know, quirky sounds in it. So I got the vibra slap thing. And then this weird fill, which I kind of just put stuff randomly. But it seems to work with the drums in it. Okay, once that was done, I added this bass line. And what this is this patch is kind of a patch that I thought sounded like the song How About Now by Drake. Classy clicking bass. Mix that with some sub here. And you've got these two layers. And I just clicked this in because, once again, I was on a plane. And, you know, I didn't have a pitch bend wheel, and I love pitch bend, so I just added these little notes in here to give that pitch bend thing. So then you've got the main groove, which sounds like this. I thought these chords here were a really cool moment. So I layered it with this organ thing from Omnisphere with an opening filter and some widening. So okay, for the chorus, I've got some pretty weird sound design. It was one of those things where I was just trying a bunch of different things and like a couple weird sounds, and I don't know, it just ended up kind of working, But for a while, I was like, what am I doing? You've got these machine plucks. This is something I made of Massive. Again, with some pretty harsh noise on it. Make it sound a little bit machiny. There's the noise. And then you've got these squares and this other one. 2 reverbs. I don't really understand what I was thinking, but I don't know. Ended up sounding cool. These ones I called Old McDonald chords. It's just a patch in Omnisphere called Baritone Guitar. A. Boardwalk, another serum patch I made. I did this a lot where it's just kind of really simple and just like one envelope at the beginning. And then another thing called Tippy Top. And I believe this was Nexus. And my Nexus stopped working, so I had to figure out how to print it. So altogether, you have this chorus layer here. Sounds so weird, but I guess it works. Ah, yes, the guitar. So just chopped up a couple of riffs here. One thing that was kind of cool is I put this pitch automation in the audio, and it kind of sounded like a slide guitar, like a lap steel or something. Very beachy, you know? Thought that was cool. And as an added layer, you gotta have the open hi-hat. It's funny seeing these old projects because there's so much stuff I don't really do anymore. Like I would never send a hi-hat to like a reverb send. And I have so many sends. I don't really do that anymore. I use audio effects racks. And I could see I pushed them off the grid like this. And now I just use the sample delay there. But hey, that's what's fun about this is you go through old stuff, you can see how your process has changed. Where the hell is this hi-hat? Oh, that's another thing I don't do anymore. I did the hi-hats in audio. I use MIDI now. And that only comes in the chorus. And that's basically all she wrote. I think the last thing is I had this for the bridge or third verse or whatever it was. It's just another massive patch I made called R&B Twinkles with this macro on it that basically opens up a filter and adds reverb. And if you just do like a little line and automate it open, it can sound pretty twinkly. I think I just clicked that in. And that's basically the whole beat right there, I think. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for that one. If you want to stay connected, I'm at Lowfile everywhere. That's Twitch, IG, Twitter. Join my Discord if you want to chop it up with me and other producers. Peep my website for my sample packs and Ableton presets. And of course, if you like the content, consider subscribing. Peace, guys. See you in the next one.